Welcome back to the channel. We're tackling another Java lesson here. This one we're going to talk about is nested if statements. So imagine you can have an if statement within an if statement. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what that would look like. Okay, let's use the car, the driver age thing that we used before. And we can say if they are older than 16, that's great, they pass that condition. So let's say we have an if statement, and then within that if statement, we have another if statement. Okay? Now, the thing with this is you can't get to this if statement without passing this one first. So maybe what we could do is say, okay, we're doing the driver's license thing. And you got to be 16 years or old, age or older. Yep, pass that. And then we also did the one where we talked about do they have a road test or a driving test completed? And if they do, well, then they now can drive. But they have to be 16 years old in order to first pass that. And then they also have to pass that driver's test. Okay? So that would look something like this. Let's go ahead and I'll fill in the rest of this. So we'll do int age, and let's change it up again. We'll say 17. Then we're also going to do another Boolean, and we're going to say passed test. And we're going to say that that's true. So now our first statement is going to be like we did before, age, and it's going to be greater than, equal than 16. And I already have my braces here. And then I'm going to make another set of braces. Again, we talked about this. You don't necessarily need those, but I find it to be very helpful. And then we're going to say passed test. Right? We're going to utilize this one up here. It's true. And then let's go ahead and we'll do system.out.println. Okay? Something like this. Now, in order to get the pass test, they have to be older than 16. If they are older than 16, then they go ahead and pass that, or go past it. And now they're in this if statement, and it will check this one. We'll kind of space these out a little bit so it makes it easier to kind of see everything. Now, when you're doing things like this, I like to use the braces. It really helps me visualize that, here's this brace right here, right, for this if, and then this one includes that other if statement. So this is included within this one. I just find it to be helpful. You certainly don't need to use them, but I find it to be very helpful. Oops. Man, I got talking. So you can drive a car. Now let's say that we leave past test. I don't know how you could do this, but let's say you're 15. You pass the test, but you're not the correct age. So we run that. Nothing happens. It doesn't get to this print. Or, same thing, let's make them 17 again, but we failed the test. So make that false. Again, it's going to enter this one, but now it won't enter this. Okay? So this is kind of how these work with the nested ifs. They're very, very helpful. And we can actually see this. Let's go ahead and add on to this. So we're going to, now, again, make sure that we're going to add an else to this. And I'm going to add my brace. Now, this one, they did pass. And let's say they did not pass their test, but they did pass the age. And now the else down here, we're going to say you must pass your test because they didn't pass it. Correct? Then we can also, now this is where it gets a little tricky. So here's this if. Now I'm going to make another else. Oops. This is where I think the braces help tremendously. It just helps me know, okay, so these two are together. And now these two are on the same level. Okay, so now imagine that they are not older than 16. So now we can say are too young to drive. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now, the way we have this set up, 17 should pass this test, but false will not pass this one. So what we should get is you must pass your test. Yeah, we'll just get you must pass your test. It'll bypass this else. Let's go ahead and run that and just see. Oh my goodness. So you must pass your test. Now let's say that we made this true. Okay. And now you can drive a car because they're older than 16 and they passed the test. What if they're 15? Now we can see it goes down here, doesn't enter this if, so doesn't do anything with these, and goes down here and says, you're too young to drive. Okay, so does that, hopefully these nested ifs make sense. Now we could, instead of doing this past test here, maybe we could do like in a previous lesson where we used the logic operator version, right? And we did age is greater than or equal to 16, and then we did and past test, right? Something like this. So this allowed us to check that test as well. It just depends on what you're trying to do. That would absolutely work. And you could do those logic operators with this. And sometimes that doesn't fit, and you need to use the nested ifs. Both are great. Okay? It just depends on which works better. I will say with this particular instance, this allows us an opportunity to check age and to see if they're past tests, and we can use else statements and things like that. But it really just depends on what you're doing with your coding. And also, like logic operators, obviously they're shorter. This is kind of a lengthy kind of thing. But then nested if statements become more useful when each condition has its own separate action. This is only one thing if we use the and in past test, right, that we have up here, where this allows us to kind of separate those out a little bit. So let's use one more example of this. I'm going to get rid of all these. Okay, just make sure that if you're going through and coding this exactly as I have it, just make sure you have two braces down here. That's for your public static void main, and then this is for your class main. Okay, just make sure you have two down here. Okay, so now we're going to do int. We're going to do a grade, and we'll say that this person is in 11th grade. Then we'll do double, and we'll do GPA, which we've done in the past. Oops, not GPE. GPA, and we'll say 3.8. Okay, so we can now set up a nested if and say if grade is greater than or equal to 11, and then, well, let's say we're going to check in for honor roll, so we also need to say if GPA is greater than or equal to 3.5. If that's the case, then we're going to say we'll do National Honor Society. Okay. So we now have this nested if here. They are greater than 11 and greater than 3.8. So this is my brace for this. This is my brace right here. Let's go ahead and run that. Oops. Oh my goodness. Rough day with the semicolons. There we go. You are eligible for the National Honor Society. Now, could this have been done with a logic operator? Absolutely, and maybe this one would be easier for that because I could do an and say and GPA is greater than 3.5. Could totally do that. Obviously this lesson we're focusing on nested ifs, and so we're going to use nested ifs, but that is the case, right? We could have used a logic operator with this and use and GPA is greater than or equal to 3.5, but we're going to use this as a nested if. So common mistakes that happen, besides forgetting the semicolons, which I have done in the past, make sure you don't forget the braces. That will help you get these separated out so that this one is within this, right? And then also, with the else's, same concept. Make sure you place the else in the correct level that you want it, okay? Because if it's not, it won't function properly. And then, obviously using nested ifs when necessary, where you could use logic operators too, and not everything has to be just nested ifs. Okay, so just those are some real common things that occur with coding, but yeah, that's about it. Hopefully, this was understandable with the nested ifs, and hopefully overall this was just helpful for your coding, and good luck.